Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper the Boy Diviner and it's been a while. Since we last spoke, Jill and Anne actually sent me the Circle of Doors Tarot. Thank you so much, Jill and Anne. So if you want to know more, you can visit their websites here. So based on what I've seen and what I've heard and what they told me and their website, the Circle of Doors Tarot is a feminine-based deck. Everyone who appears in this deck is feminine presenting. And on top of that, there's multi-exposure, which I really am interested in learning about. I think that's when photos are actually, doubled onto each other. So it'll be quite interesting to see. And it's also a pure photography deck. So if you're not into photos for decks, this might not be for you. From what I can tell, the cardstock is exquisite and the deck is pretty big. I like linen finishes, so this really works for me. And the foil that is on the deck, on the card itself, doesn't look cheap. It seems pretty well done, well made. You can see the box is good too. There is the ribbon to help you pull it out. You can see it. Which door would you choose? I do believe that this is actually a physical installation as well, for the Burning Man Festival. Let me grab another deck to do a size comparison for you. So I'm pulling out a standard Siddhartha Tarot standard size. You can tell that this is really the size difference. This deck is big, so if you're not into big decks, this is something you can consider. At the same time, I think the large format does work well to this deck just because there is so much detail in the photograph, especially with the double exposure. So you can see here, there is so much exposure. You can see the tiny Fool here, a larger Fool, and then the close-up of the Fool. Very nice. And this is the back. Again, the foil seems really well made. So I do own other decks where the finish is matte and then there's a foil on top, and I do feel like it comes off a bit cheap, sadly. Oh yes, there's gilding as well. So nowadays I'm not really that into gilding, or at least not shiny gilding. I prefer matte gilding. But this deck seems really interesting. You can see the Magician. You know what, when I saw this card, I almost wanted to say the High Priestess. It does come off more of a priestess energy for me. But when you compare it like this, of course this is more priestess. She's sitting, she has, I think, a pomegranate in her hand. And then there's the skull. And you can see that's so interesting. There's a reflection of her in the water. So a lot of duality here. You can see this deck does have a full color book. Even though the deck itself is not colored, you can tell it's full color just because of this page. But yeah, really nice. A lot of detail, a hefty book. So I feel like if you're new to the tarot, this might be a good start, just because there is so much detail covered in the deck. They even talk about cycles. That's interesting. What did it say? Let me flip to that page. Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, fine, but I saw something about cycles. Yes, the cycle cards. That is so interesting. Okay, so this is new to me. I did not know that they changed the court cards. Let me quickly see. Yeah, court cards are changed. So it's Maiden, Mother, Maga, and then Crone. So we know Maiden, Mother, Crone. Maga is new to me. The Waning Moon, Master of Reinvention. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. I also noticed that at least the wands don't seem like wands anymore. They're cups, knives. So not swords, knives, and shells. Then keys are the wands. So you can still see that there is the fire. Okay, interesting. Let's continue. Oh, instead of Empress, it's Goddess. Nice, Goddess. And she's pregnant, so it does still go with the Empress kind of vibe. Matriarch instead of Emperor. Part of me wants to open the Tarot of the Divine Masculine just to make a small comparison, because there is a masculine inclined deck, which also is actually painted, so it's kind of a good contrast to this deck, I would feel. Witch instead of Hierophant. I love the hands, so many hands. And then the overlapping faces. Lovers. Very nice. Chariot. Well, this Chariot gives off a lot of Mars energy, which, you know, I don't typically associate that with Chariot. That's quite interesting. Justice. Somehow this feels a bit off-center to me, but maybe it's on purpose. Also, you can tell that 8 being Justice, this is like a Thoth-based deck, I would say. Hermit. Very nice, I like this. She's in the woods. Wheel of Fortune. This card is somehow very creepy to me. Something about the flesh overlapping. Strength. I love that. I love that in front of face there's a clenched fist. The Hanged One. There's some sort of uncuffing of handcuffs. Death, another creepy one. This is very like Pan's Labyrinth. Temperance. I like this imagery of the 2 bottles. Devil. This is creepy to me as well. I think the double exposure or the multiple exposures kind of give illusion of movement. The kind of blurriness, you know, that's quite interesting. Tower. Yeah, this is quite haunting, and I feel like this deck, the kind of subject material, I know it's a bit different, but it makes me think about the El Goliath tarot deck. That black and white nature, that kind of very confronting imagery. Star, I love this. So I think there's like moments of gentleness, just like the El Goliath. Very interesting, even though that's more of an animal deck. This gives me that kind of same vibe. I think with the size, with the black and white nature, the moon. The sun is beautiful. This is beautiful. I like this so much. There's a horse. Still very traditional. You can see the sunflowers at the back. This is beautiful. I think so far this has been my favorite card in this deck. Aeon. So yes, very Thoth. This is a Thoth-based deck. Universe. Very nice. This lady reminds me of like Helena Bonham Carter. Ace of Cups. Oh, there are words that come with every card. I think this really would be a suitable deck for beginners, I feel. 2 of Cups connection. Very nice. 3 of Cups Coven. It's quite interesting that the book starts with keys, then goes to cups, then knives, and then shells, but here we start with cups. So that's something interesting to me. Usually we would move it so that it matches the book, but maybe the manufacturer just did something different. 4 of Cups. Benevolence. I don't really see 4 of Cups as benevolence, but I'm not an expert at the Thoth deck, so this might be why. 5 of Cups. Yep, this is very RWS, the imagery. 6 of Cups, Innocence. Yep, this is something I would associate as well. However, the cartoony flowers here kind of makes me feel like it's a bit creepy. Fantasy. Very nice. I love the old-timey kind of feeling, and I love that you can see the cups overlaid in the photography. Moving on, for 8 of Cups, very nice. I like this card too. I would say this is another standout. So apart from the sun, this is another standout for me. I don't know if I'll take them out just to show my favorite cards in this deck so far. Ritual. And then 10 of Cups, Peace. Interesting they use a baby for that. Okay, Maiden of Cups, Dreamer. So this would be like the Princess of Cups. Mother of Cups. Maga of Cups. And the Healer, the Crone of Cups. Okay, now we go to the keys. Ace of Keys, Illumination. Yeah, makes sense. I think keys as wands is quite interesting imagery. I would align with it, yeah. 2 of Keys, very nice. Kind of missed the blindfolds. Three of keys. Yep, this imagery works. The four of keys. Nice. Five of keys. Struggle. Yep, this scares me. Like the tracing around the face. Six of keys. Well, seven of keys is powerful as well. Perseverance. Wow. She looks really strong. And I love the overlay of the face. Eight of keys. Eight of keys makes me think about speed. I don't necessarily see it here. That's just a comment. I'm not saying like it's just different. Nine of keys, possibility. I like this. I like this. This is another one I like. Simple. Ten of keys. Yeah, I like this too, but it does trend a bit more modern than I like. So I would say, you know, like in some decks, I just feel like those that feel a bit more modern doesn't really fit with my like aesthetic. Maiden of Keys, very nice. This Maiden is very nice. I feel like these are sparks. Another standout card for me. Mother of Keys, Teacher. Maga of Keys, Rebel. Crone of Keys, Visionary. That's a snake. Yeah, very nice. Ace of Knives, Knowledge. I do like the hand, which is very reminiscent of the RWS. Two of Knives, Choice. Three of Knives, Dark Mood. This keyword doesn't really sit well with me, but I think it's just, you know, different interpretations. They still have the traditional heart here. Four of Knives, Stillness. Yep, that works. Yep, I do feel like the image that was used to overlay here, that was a very peaceful image. At the same time, there's something about this overlay that makes me feel a bit unsettled. Hollow Victory for Five of Knives. I'm trying to read the words. Six of Knives. Okay, this is traditional. I like this too. New chapter. So I do like the juxtaposition between new chapter and then moving on from Eight of Cups. Seven of Knives. Very nice. I like the city behind. Cleverness. Eight of Knives with the traditional blindfold. Nine of Knives. Despair. Ten of Knives. Resurrection. Yeah, this is scary. She looks like a cockatrice with or harpy, some sort of harpy. And yeah, the interpretation of resurrection is quite interesting. I don't necessarily see Ten of Keys as resurrection, so let's see. Oh, that's not Ten of Keys. Ten of Knives. That's why, you know, I got a bit confused. But yeah, I don't really see Ten of Knives as resurrection. Okay, I do feel like yeah, I think it's just different preferences. I like to see the tens as like an end and not a new start. I would say that the Ace of Knives would be the new start for me. Maiden of Knives. I love this because this is but this is interesting. Okay, you know why? Because these are the five elements in the Chinese cosmology. There's fire, earth, water and wood. And this looks like it's misspelled. That's why I got a bit confused. Jing has two more dots here and it's just missing. Yeah, so that just made me a bit confused. I mean, as a Chinese speaking person, as my second language, yeah, that just confused me for a moment. I do appreciate the intent. Mother of Knives. Maga of Knives. Yeah, this is scary. I don't know what this is. Crone of Knives. Very nice. Okay. Ace of Shells. So shells are pentacles. Cups, keys, knives. Oh, we're left with pentacles. Yeah. Ace of Shells. Love the hands again. Two of Shells. Yeah, so this tends too modern for me. I don't like seeing like cash, but that's just me being pedantic. 3 of shells. Okay, I like this. I like this imagery of the hands. 4 of shells. Her holding her bag, yes. 5 of shells. Well, this is powerful imagery. The background really, you know, wow. Hunger for the 5 of shells. Gratitude. 7 of shells. Patience. Okay, I like this. Interesting. 8 of shells. Mastery. 9 of shells. Arrival. Oh, I like this. I'm usually a fan of the 9 of Pentacles in most decks, and I do like this. I like that. That's still the little bird. Looks like a peacock, a tiny peacock. So that's interesting. One of the top standouts for me as well. 10 of shells, legacy. I do see that. I do resonate with this keyword. The maiden of shells, liberator. Mother of shells, provider. Yeah, makes sense. So if you want to read like Thoth, this would be the Prince of Pentacles or Prince of coins, and it's a bit different, right? Maga of shells, believer, and the Crone of shells. Nice deck, nice deck. I can appreciate this for what it is. I do feel like it met the description that they have and the intent of this deck. I do feel like what they set out to do, they have done it successfully. Is this a deck that I will reach out to for my casual readings? So nowadays I don't really do many heavy readings. I also have taken a step back from like ritualistic work just because my career has taken a turn for the good or the bad. I don't know. I've just been really super busy. It's hard for me to find time to even make videos, which I love doing, but so this is not something I would use now. I feel like when time permits and when things change, maybe this would be a good deck to go to for ritual, you know. Okay, so I'm trying to riffle shuffle. I'm just not being the most successful at it just because of the size. My hands are on the smaller side compared to many people. I'm gonna try again to reach across and over, so I can't. I will just take a few. So of course it's easy riffle shuffle. It is a linen finish, and the cards are very bendy as per the size, you know. The bigger the cards, the more bendy the cards usually are. And then let's just do a quick sample reading for everyone to see and have a feel of this deck. Okay, so top. Oh, I reversed it by accident. Middle and bottom. So you can see that the backs are not reversible. Okay, so if anyone is particular about that, they're not reversible, but I haven't been reading reversals for a long time, so this still works for me. Let's look at the cards we have. Maiden of Keys, Seeker. Okay. Then the Hermit. And then the Liberator. What you're looking for is within you, and once you find it, you can be free. Okay, no need to overthink. What you seek for is within you. You don't need anyone else to find it, you just need to look within yourself, and only then you can be free. So it could be a feeling that you're looking for. Peace, harmony, it's actually already there. Okay, just find it. Make it sound so easy, but it's so hard. So hard sitting still and finding those feelings and working through to there. But it's within the core of you, okay? Thanks for staying to the end. I appreciate all of you. Take care. Bye-bye.